Hey guys, thank you for taking the time to get on with us tonight. If you are muted, please stay muted, and that'll just make the call go a lot more smoothly. But we've signed a lot of new teammates this month, and we're super duper excited about it. And you kind of jumped in at a crazy time. There's all these promotions going. People are talking about conference. You're like, what the heck is conference? But it's a really exciting time to join too. So we know that you might be feeling a little overwhelmed or kind of just like so excited, but not 100% sure what you're doing. And first of all, I just want to tell you that that's okay. You're doing great. Don't panic. If you're feeling overwhelmed or lost or anything, I hope tonight helps. And if you ever need more help, please feel free to message myself, Sarah, Amanda, Mayra, your upline, your enroller. We're always here to help you, all of us. So basically what we're going to do tonight on this call is we're each going to take a couple minutes, Sarah, myself, Mayra, and Amanda, when they get here, to tell you what we do daily to be successful, essentially. What we're doing every day that's working for us and helping us to enroll. And some of these things you may have heard, some may be new. Please just listen to what each of us has to say, because we all have the same goals in mind, but our methods are a little bit different between each of us. So maybe I'm your enroller, but Sarah says something and you're like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. Like, I'm going to try it that way. That's great. That's fine. That's the amazing part of this company. You have all of these leaders who each do things a little differently, who all want to help you be successful. So that's basically the point of tonight. And I still don't see Amanda Rose. I'm going to try texting her one more time. And then I'm going to dive in with mine. So if you don't know me, my name is Rachel Binnig Tevis. I am 26 years old. I'm from Pittsburgh, PA. I joined this company at 22, and you guys are stuck with me. But for me, it's not so much of a daily routine, and some of the other people talking will probably be better at having a routine and explaining that to you. For me, it's more of knowing that I did 3 things in the day, knowing that I did 3 things, because the way I look at this business and from my experience, there are 3 things that you have to be doing consistently every day in order to be successful. Those 3 things are following, so gaining followers, new followers every day, posting so that those new followers are seeing what you're up to, and then messaging the people who like your posts or respond to your polls. If you're more of an Instagram story kind of person, make sure you're reaching out to those people. And saying, is this something that you're interested in? Or, hey, did you want more info? Just make contact with the people who are positively responding to what you put up. But it has to be those 3 things together. It's great if you're posting. That's awesome. But just because you're posting doesn't mean people are just going to flood your inbox and be like, I want to sign up for that thing you posted about. And you can message, but if you're not posting, when these people are like, what is she repping? Why is she messaging me? And they go to your profile and don't see anything, they're going to think you're just some weirdo, like messaging about your homemade basement products. So you need to be doing all 3. And it's great if you are messaging and posting, awesome. But if you only have the same followers seeing those awesome posts and awesome messages every day, you're not going to be getting new customers. So that, or teammates. So that's why posting, messaging, and following, those 3 things consistently every day is what will make you be successful in this business, in my opinion. So for me, I make sure I do those things. And I've learned how to be the best I can at those things, or how to do those things more efficiently. If you have an iPhone, download Captivate. That is the only app I will ever tell anyone they should purchase, the Captivate full version. because it's the bomb. And it will help you gain followers faster than if you do it on your own. But don't be a Captivate maniac. Don't go in there and just follow with no limits and go crazy and get blocked on Instagram. Don't do that. Be reasonable. But if you go in and load 400 people into Captivate and then have it follow in the background for you throughout the day, that's great. That means that you don't have to go in and manually follow those people. And if you have no idea what Captivate is and you're completely confused, that's fine. I made a YouTube video explaining Captivate and how to use it, and I think Mayra has one too. So if that's you and you want that video sent to you, just drop it in the chat or message one of us after. And then as far as posting, filters are from the Lord. Yes, and Android does not have Captivate. I'm sorry for all of you. Please convert to iPhones. That's all. And for posting, filters are from the Lord. I recycle selfies like it's nobody's business. If I have a good selfie, my followers have seen that selfie in sepia, black and white, in a rose gold tone. They have seen it bright. They have seen it dark. Because, like, why? Don't stress out over taking a brand new perfect selfie every day. Or if you're having a good day, take a bunch of selfies and then just do that. Seriously, like time savers. These are how to do those 3 things efficiently. Use apps that help you, Captivate, and also filter apps and then for messaging, the worst somebody's going to do is say no. I get told no every day. Well, I'm a nanny, so I deal with children. So I'm told no. I'm also no is screamed at me, to be completely honest, a lot. But I'm sure you've been told no about things. And I'm sure you tell people no every day, and it's not a big deal to you. So why do people make it such a big deal? Like, oh my God, these people might say no. So what? They say no, and the world keeps turning. But you have to keep messaging in order to get that yes. If I stopped the first time someone said, no, I'm not interested, I think I would have been in this business 2 days. 2 days. Woohoo. But some people really, that's enough to make them quit. Do not be those people. Just because someone told you no doesn't mean that there's not 100 other people out there waiting for you to ask, waiting for you to message so that they can say yes. So every day, make sure that you are posting, messaging, and following. That's my biggest tip. That's what I'm doing every day. And also, make sure you're doing host to post. Someone else can touch on that more in advance. That's a thing that recently has become my daily grind, but that falls under the messaging category. So messaging can take a lot of forms. And I think I had something else I wanted to talk about, but I went where the Spirit led me. So. Conference. Yes. Okay. Other leaders can touch on this tonight too, but make sure for several reasons that you get your conference ticket while it's early bird. You're going to get those 20 coupon codes, which means in November, or as soon as you purchase your conference ticket, you can have 20 people join your team for only $20. That's $80 off. So that's literally, like, no joke, basically a diamond chart. So in November, you could sign all these people, go diamond in December. Are you kidding me? But conference is amazing. The energy there, the speakers, and this is the first year at conference that they're bringing in outside speakers, just like straight up motivational speakers who are just experts in network marketing. It's just going to be really exciting, and it always is. And it's just, if I buy a ticket tomorrow, how long are the codes good for? Through November, till the end of November. So you'll have the whole month of November if you buy your conference ticket tomorrow. But tomorrow is the last day to buy your conference ticket early bird. So
can I add one thing to that? If a new person just signs up, they do have 10 days after they enroll to get the early bird pricing.
Awesome. I did not know that. Good to know. Okay, so that's great news. But yes, I mean, it's early bird, it's cheaper. Yay, Bianca, you're going to conference. It's just fun, and we all get to hang out. We have a block of hotel rooms, so if you don't have somewhere to stay, you might be on an air mattress at this point, but we'll squeeze you in. It's just going to be really fun, and we're going to get to hang out, and we're going to get to learn how to go into 2019 and crush it. So yeah. My business always, I remember the other thing I wanted to say. My business always soars after conference, and the times that my business has grown the most, the fastest, is when I am using a product and I'm in love with it and I'm talking about it. When I joined, my business grew really fast because I was obsessed with the wraps. That's why I joined. I posted my stomach everywhere. I talked about them all the time. Like literally, people from church I hadn't talked to in 5 years were like, where can I get those wraps? Because I was so excited about them. Then when we released the cleanse, I got crazy results. I swear I signed so many people up for that cleanse I bet cleanse volume took me to double diamond. But I was using it. I was excited about it. I was posting about it. And then this past year, the keto coffee, the keto line, losing 35 pounds, like I had people coming out of the woodwork who I hadn't heard from 2015 being like, hey, I saw you've lost all this weight. Like, can I do what you're doing? So find a product, like give up going out to eat 2 times a week. Our products aren't that expensive. Try something and get obsessed with it, and that's gonna change your business. Okay, that's all I have to say. Popcorn, whoever, who's going next?
I can go next if you want.
Sarah's going next.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That was so good, Rachel. That was so good. I'm like, I hope people are taking notes because it's such good info. All right, guys. So I'm going to introduce myself real quick. My name is Sarah Cruse. I've been in this business for 4.5 years. I am your Presidential Diamond upline. So excited for everybody that's new, that just started. It's such an amazing time. And I feel like we're definitely proving that like there's no such thing as a slow season. So I just wanted to introduce it, like welcome everybody. I'm just so excited. So I did take some notes, and I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet. Very direct. That's usually how all my messages and everything goes. So I'm going to try to keep it quick. So the first thing I want to say is with this business and being new is find a schedule that works for you. Everything that Rachel said, the posting, the messaging, the following, like the growing your network, those are 3 things that absolutely you should be doing every day, but figure out a way that works for you. Because if you're doing it on your schedule, more than likely, if you're working it into your life, you're going to be able to keep doing it. If you join this business and you're never on your phone, and then all of a sudden, like, we're like, oh, be on your phone 24/7 and do this and do that, you're immediately going to be like, oh, okay, this is not for me. So figure out what works for you. I think that's like one of the most important things I can say. And that was definitely the best piece of advice I ever got, was work this business into your life and live and breathe this business is actually what I was told. And when I heard that, I was like, that's what I have to do. I have to just work it into my life. And when you first start, it is going to feel, if you're not a big social media person, if you're not on your phone all the time, it's going to be like, oh my God, I have to post X amount of times a day, or I have to start doing this. As soon as you get into a rhythm with it, and what I like to say, I actually recently heard this, was just blog about your day. So using your Instagram stories is an amazing feature now that we can use. Using your Facebook stories, you can do polls on your stories. And anything like Rachel said, anything that we're saying, if it's like, wait, what does that mean? Like if you're writing notes, you can always ask your enroller, like, oh, well, what did she mean by doing polls? Because I don't want to go too deep into everything. So like I said, just figuring out a way to work it into your life. I actually recently started kind of setting office hours for myself. So in the morning I get up and I really try to not be on my phone until at least 12 o'clock. So that way I get up in the morning, I have breakfast with my daughter, I play with her, and then, noon, I put Mickey on, and, then I check my messages and, do that kind of stuff. So I think that's the biggest thing I'll say for starting out, is just work it into your life. Don't try and separate the two. Don't be like, oh, I have to go to work and, do my J job, and then I'm going to do It Works at night. Like, just have everything be all the same and all together. That kind of leads me to my next note I have is that whatever you're doing, make sure you're doing it 100%. So right now you guys are all on the Zoom, which is amazing. So be on the Zoom. Take the notes, be plugged into it. When we have power hours, be plugged in, do the tasks of the power hour. If you guys are spending time with your kids or your husband or your boyfriend or whoever, be doing that 100%. So I think that's definitely something, because I feel like I don't want anybody to ever get burned out. And I feel like if you're being intentional with your time, that'll help not be burned out. Definitely what Rachel said too, I want to just touch on this about products. I don't want anybody to ever feel like we're being like, oh, order products, buy products because we want you to do it and it changes our paycheck. It will change your paycheck. When you have a product that is totally changing your life, then the business is going to change your life. If there's nothing about the products that you love or you're obsessed with, then this business isn't going to do anything for you, because you can't. What are you going to talk about? Yeah, you can post before and afters, you can post the pictures that we have, but unless you have a personal, strong feeling about anything, then again, I feel like people get burned out if you don't love the products. It doesn't have to be. When I joined, I didn't need to have a big weight loss transformation. I didn't need to use the wraps. I didn't personally feel like I needed to use the wraps. But I loved our grains. I loved our confianza. So I talked about that. It doesn't need to be a huge result thing. If you're talking about the products and not even having a before and after result, but if you're saying, this product made me feel this way, this product made this result happen for me in my personal life, that's a big, huge thing, I'll definitely say. So just starting out, my suggestion would be to set up your auto shipment and try one thing or two things every single month until you find a product that you're obsessed with. I did say blog about your life, so working the business into your life. We do have, I think everybody is on the Dream Team, and we have albums that have before and after pictures that you can post. We have examples of stories. And if you aren't, I know that there's other pages too that you might be on that have examples of stuff, and Pinterest too. I have two more points. So the other thing I want to say is just be yourself. Don't try and be somebody else, because you're not going to be able to keep that up for long. People are going to join you. They're going to join your team because they feel connected to you. The girl that I joined with, she was always posting pictures of herself buying clothes at Victoria's Secret. And I was like, oh my God, my mom always used to buy the catalog and I could never afford anything. And this girl's husband's in the Army and she can buy Victoria's Secret's clothes. That's what I connected with, because she was real and because she was just posting that. She wasn't talking about huge vacations and Louis Vuittons and homes that she was building. She was talking about buying clothes at Victoria's Secrets. Rachel also said this, and I just want to touch on it too, that people are going to say no to you. You're not going to die. It's okay. Every no means you're closer to your next yes. And the people that are saying no are the people that have an opinion. And I know not everybody's like this. I know not everybody has a thick skin. But if they're not paying your bills, why does their opinion matter? It doesn't matter. If they're not a professional in network marketing, why would you take advice from them? Why would their opinion matter to you? A doctor's not going to ask you how to do brain surgery because your opinion doesn't matter to them. So just try to have a thick skin. I just want to say that because I know a lot of times in the beginning, people are like, oh, I don't want to post about it. I don't want to annoy people. Who cares? Last thing I'm going to say is if you work this like a business, it'll pay you like a business. If you work it sporadically, if you work it like a hobby, if you work it when you feel like it, if you work it every other day, it's going to pay you like you're working it every other day, and it's going to pay you like a hobby. So definitely just work it into your life, be yourself, be excited. And yeah, definitely those three things that Rachel said, just posting, messaging, and following and growing your network. So thank you guys. I'm so excited for everybody that's new to our team.
Yay, Mayra or Amanda, who wants to go next? Mayra, you're talking, but no sound is happening. Nope. You're not muted. We just can't hear you. Okay. Amanda, do you want to go while Mayra gets on?
Yeah, I'll go. That's weird, because she wasn't muted at all. Okay, so I love literally everything that you and Sarah both said. A lot of the stuff that I wrote down is kind of similar, but I do have a few other things. So I know we wanted to talk a lot about like what we do every day to be successful, because myself, Sarah, Rachel, and Mayra all have been very successful in this business and have been in for different time periods, but we all work it similarly. I think someone's unmuted. Okay, they're off now. And so I just wanted to go over, the way I stay organized is like through a checklist in my binder. So for me, making lists like helps me stay organized and helps me make sure that I hold myself accountable. So literally on my binder, I have written down what I need to do every single day in order to stay consistent and hold myself accountable. So I just took the list out. So I'm going to just go over some of the things. So along with what Rachel said, what I do every single day is I'm posting on my page on Instagram. I work my business basically through Instagram. I hardly ever use Facebook. I'm planning to change that, but Instagram just works super well for me and I've been successful with it. So that's what I focus on. So if you don't see me posting on Facebook, it's because I'm posting on Instagram like crazy. So I post on my Instagram probably at least 2 times on my regular page. And then I'm literally blowing up my story all day long. So if you are in my page, Miracle Workers, you already know that I post like hundreds and hundreds of stories in there. Every single day I'm adding stories in there. And I'm putting them on my page. So probably like every 3 hours or so, I'm adding something to my story. Like just today, I have probably like 20 posts just in my story alone. And then I have, sorry, my phone's blowing up. I have like 2 posts on my regular page. So that's just kind of how I do it. And that's what's been working for me. So as long as you're posting consistently about your business every day, however you want to do it, you just need to make sure that people know that you are open for business and that you are working. And then the second thing is following new people. So just like Rachel said, growing your network is super, super important. When I started this business, I had maybe like 300 followers and they were all friends, family. And today I have 25.6 thousand followers. And that's just from the past 2 years. So the way I've built my followers is just by adding new followers to my network every single day. So what I do is I add 200 in the morning and 200 at night. I do use Captivate, and then sometimes I don't use Captivate. So if you don't have an iPhone, don't panic. You can totally just do it from the Instagram app. It works literally the same. Captivate sometimes saves you a little time, but for me, I do both. So I'm just adding 200 people in the morning, 200 people at night. And who I follow is I just go to any of my followers' pages. I like to go to some of my loyal customers, people who are interested, people who hosted a post for me. I'll go to their followers list, or I'll just go to some of the most recent pictures that they posted and I'll follow who liked it. Because if you go and follow who liked their most recent pictures, that tells you that they are active on Instagram and they're more likely to get your follow requests and they're more likely to add you back. And I also like following my followers is because it shows that you have a mutual friend or follower in common and they're more likely to add you back that way. So if you're just going to totally random pages and you have no mutual followers in common, you're like, who the heck is this girl? And they're just not going to follow you back. But if it shows that you have mutual friends or someone in common, you're going to get a lot more followers back. So that's how I do it. So 200 in the morning, 200 at night. And I'll typically get maybe 40 to 50 back every single day. And that's grown my followers to 25,000. So I'm pretty sure I'm doing something right. And then, so the third thing is messaging. So just like Rachel said, I'm just kind of repeating what she said because we do the same stuff. But I'm messaging at least 50 people a day. So I've been doing host to post. I know we've been preaching it to you guys like crazy. If you're brand new and you don't know what host to post is yet, please contact your upline so they can explain it further because we have scripts for that. We have tons of posts you can use. But host to post is basically just asking someone to put up a post for you on their page, and it's going to grow your network. It's going to get you a ton of potential customers and customers. It's just a super easy way to grow your network and gain pretty quick, easy customers. The past 3 months, I've signed over 100 customers, and like 90% are from host to post, and then 10% are from my stories on Instagram. So host to post is bomb. If you're not doing it, you need to be. So personally, I don't like messaging people asking them to be a product tester or to order from me. I just like asking them to put up a post for me, and then I just enter them into my giveaway. And everybody likes free stuff, and it's not like you're asking them to buy something. You're just asking them to do you a quick favor by posting on their wall. So you get a ton of responses by doing that, and a ton of customers. And then I have 3 more things I do every single day. So I follow up with all of my potentials. Sorry, I know I'm talking so fast, but I want to get through everything. So I'll follow up with all my potentials. So what I do is I put down my potentials in the notes section of my phone. So I just put down their Instagram name or their name on Facebook, and then I always get a follow-up date and their phone number. So if I'm talking to somebody on Instagram, then the number 2 things is I want to get a follow-up date and I want to get a phone number. So every single person I talk to, I'm getting those 2 things, and then they're going in my potentials list in my phone. And then I also go through like my DMs every single day. So I'll go through my follow-up list, and I'll go through just my messenger on Instagram, because there's a ton of people who leave me unread. There's a ton of people who I don't get to that point where I'm getting their phone number. So I'll just go through every single, usually it's at night when I'm getting home from work, and I'll just go through and I'll re-message them. And a lot of the time they end up ordering just because they were doing something and they forgot to answer, or they had to think about it. So don't forget about those people, because I get so many customers just by doing that. So just make sure you are following up with people however you want to do it. So I'm following up every single day. And then the last 2 things is I'm checking in with my team. So if you're brand new and you don't have, distributors on your personal team yet, check in with your upline. That's what I recommend doing. So you can check in with me, Rachel, Sarah, Mayra, whoever is your upline. But for me, like, I'm checking in with my team, making sure I'm answering questions, I'm helping them, making sure that I'm keeping them motivated, staying on track, posting in the team page. So just some things that I do personally as a leader. And then the last thing is I'm checking in with my current customers. So for me, I've been signing around 100 every single month. So what I do is I check in with 3 every single day. So I don't overwhelm myself by checking in with all 100 in one day, and I get a ton of responses back, and I drive myself crazy. So I just do 3 a day. So I write down all my customers in my binder with what they ordered the day they signed up, their name. And so every single day I'm just checking in with 3. So you can do 1, you can do 2, whatever works for you. But I personally do 3 because that usually gets me to the end of the month. And so you just want to make sure that you are checking in with your current customers, making sure that they're happy if they want to change their auto shipment, making sure that everything's going smoothly, because you want to build a residual income and get these people ordering for months and months and months after. So you want to make sure you're checking in with them. So those are the 6, I think that's it. The 6 main things that I do every single day. I know I talked fast, but really want to get that all done. And that's it for me, I think. I might remember something else, but I think that's it.
Yay. Does Mayra have a voice now? No, Mayra still doesn't have a voice.
Oh my God.
All right. Shut off your computer and get on your phone.
I did.
Oh, there you are. There you are. You're here.
Okay.
My phone wasn't working. It was like blacked out. Like I could hear you guys, but it blacked out the whole screen and I couldn't see anything. Hi, I'm Mayra.
Here you are.
So I'm Mayra. I'm 21. I'm an Emerald leader. I joined exactly 2 years ago, 2 days ago. So October 28th, 2016. So basically I'm literally just gonna repeat everything everybody else said because we're very redundant here. And if we're being repetitive, you should be doing it. So one thing that you all should be doing is checking in with your upline. Like, yes, we will check in on you from time to time, but we also run a business. We have a lot of people under us, hopefully, and a lot of customers under us to check in with. So, I can check in with my distributors every once in a while, every week, once a week, twice a week. But the thing is, we don't know what to help you with if you're not asking questions, if you're not talking to us. We don't know what's going on with your life. And it sucks when people go MIA and then decide to quit the business instead of, trying to talk to us, and we can help them further. So check in with your uplines. You're not annoying. A lot of people think, oh my God, I'm so annoying, I'm asking all these questions. You're not annoying. We've had those questions before. We can answer them super easily. And that's why we're here. That's why we're your uplines. That's why we're your sponsors, because we can give you the answers. So check in with your upline. That is like my number one thing. Another thing is pulling out a chart. A lot of you are new, so you really want to set up a game plan for yourself. When I first started, it was, I'm going to sign 4 customers a month. That's it. I'm going to sign 4 customers. That was, stacking up 4 customers in January, 4 customers in February. You get paid off of 8 customers in February. So that's what I was doing. And then little by little, I was just basically hitting goals. I was increasing how many customers I wanted to get. So if I got 4 customers in, let's say, October, I'm going to get 5, 6 customers in November. And that just kept going and going and going. And now I'm up to 30 customers this month. So, setting goals for yourself. If you don't have a game plan, you really don't know where you're going. You can't sit here and say, I'm going to go executive, but you have no clue what you're doing. So sit down, come up with a game plan, talk to your upline, have a call with them. We're always open to having calls with you. We do live busy lives. So, scheduling a call is a must with me, at least. I don't know about Rachel, Sarah, and Amanda, but it's probably the same thing. So another thing is your schedule. Try fitting It Works into your life. Don't let It Works take over your life. Don't let it take over your Instagram, your Facebook, your Snapchat, whatever you're using. Don't let it take over, because people will be annoyed of you. People will be like, oh my God, did this girl get hacked? Is this girl selling scams? Like, be you. We say that a lot. Be you. People like who you are, and people will follow you because of you, not because of these products. Yes, they'll follow you because you have amazing results, but most of the time they keep following you because, they like seeing what you're posting. So what I do is I literally post stories about myself. I don't really use the stories that we have on Facebook, in the Facebook groups. I just try talking all day on my story, and people love it. I've signed like 5 distributors this month, and it's because of those stories. And they're like, I've seen your stories, I've seen your growth, I've followed your journey, and you just keep improving. And that really gives them motivation to become a brand ambassador, representing a company, but staying true to themselves. So, YouTubers, brand ambassadors, social influencers, that's the future. There's not going to be stores soon. Like, the mall is dying. Retail is dying. We are buying online. People don't go to stores anymore. We go to stores to get our groceries, but you shop everything else online. So remember that you're, stepping into a new era. So you guys have it. You guys have it at your fingertips. Your whole business is on your phone. You can do it from anywhere and at any time. So that's pretty cool. Stop caring about what other people think. They're not paying your bills. I forgot who said that, but they're not paying your bills. You may not be earning a paycheck right now with It Works, but trust me, once you start earning that paycheck, those people will come around. I can tell you that from experience. My family made fun of me when I joined this company, and now they all use the products and they all want to be distributors, and they're like, oh my God, you're paying off bills and debt. I want to do this, after they've called this company a scam many times. So just let them watch, and, I just sit back and do my thing. Breaks is like a big thing. If you have worked your business, I used to do sign 1 customer. I'm not going to go to sleep without signing a customer. If I signed a customer, I would put my phone down and that was it. I'm done. Or, if I've done power hour and I leave my phone, don't get obsessed with your phone. Right now I'm super obsessed with my phone, but, trying to maintain ranks. So that's why I'm obsessed with it. But, if you're out with family, be out with family, like Sarah said. If you're doing something important, be there, be present. But also, you have to be present in your business. You know, be on our calls, be active in the Facebook chats. Our Facebook chats, they get boring if you guys aren't active. Amanda, Sarah, and Rachel, we can all talk in the chats, but it's going to be boring because we already know what to do. We're doing what we're supposed to be doing. So if you guys contribute, the chats will be lit and we will have fun and they won't die. So don't let the chats die. We don't know how to help you. I wrote a bunch of stuff. Product of the product. So when I joined this company, I had no clue what the heck I was joining. I never knew about It Works. I never knew about the wraps. All I got in my kit was wraps. I used one wrap, I think. But when I joined, I was confident in this company. I didn't know what I was jumping into, but I was so confident and I radiated that to everybody out there. People can sense your vibe, especially if you're talking to them. If you're talking to them and you're like, oh, I actually don't know, or here, let me send you this product info page. That's not you being confident. But if you can talk about it and just be like, yeah, girl, this product made me lose 20 pounds, or this product made my friend lose 15, that is confidence. And people will feel that and they're going to be like, oh my God, I need this product. She's so pumped and happy about it. She's pumped about this company. That's what I was doing. I had no clue. I didn't use a product until I was 7 months in, 8. That's when I started using the product. But once you do start using product, showing off your own results, whether that be with the wraps, the cleanse, the keto coffee. When I put up my keto coffee results, which I lost 20 pounds with, people jumped on that so quick. So product of the product, I was telling the girls, I was telling them, you guys should really try putting away, $30 to $40 every single month. That buys you a product right there. I know that it's oh my God, I'm going to have to spend extra money on this business. Guys, there's other businesses in network marketing that force you to buy product every month. We don't force you to buy a number of products. We don't force you to buy $100 worth of product every month, even though you're not making $100 yet. So really try investing in yourself. Don't go out to eat 3 times a month. That saves you $30 if your plate is $10 each. That's what I was doing. That's how I basically was seeing it. I'm not going to go do this and I'm going to put some money away and then I'm going to have money for products. Once you get your first paycheck, set aside some money, buy your products. Your products is an investment into yourself and into your business. If you're not investing in yourself, you're really not going to go far. Events. If you can come to conference. Conference will change your business. It will really light your fire, especially if you don't have a fire right now. It'll light it. You'll get to meet all of us and, you're around people who are doing the same thing as you. So it's a safe place. I was listening to the Pam Souter podcast and they were talking about this company. When we're together, it's a safe place. When we're apart, when we're not together, when we're not in sync, when we're not communicating, everybody just, falls back and everything dies down. So be present, come to conference, come to events. There's, try it meetings and I don't know what other things there are, but they're all over the place that you can go to. You pay $15, $20 to get wrapped, I think. I've never gone to one. I've only gone to conference, guys, and conference was enough for me that it lit my whole fire. I also went to green carpet. Go to green carpet, guys. That was lit too. But what else? Oh, so I'm doing a whole makeover to my Instagram. So Rachel and I bought a bunch of presets today, just went crazy with them. So if that's what I'm noticing, a lot of people have presets already, even if they're not brand ambassadors, these are just random girls I follow. They all have presets. They all make their profile super, super pretty. And if your profile is super pretty, people will follow you and people will stay around. So presets are $5. I think Rachel found some for $1, right? I don't know where you saw that, but I need those. But you can post up some It Works pictures, put that filter, and if people are like scrolling through your profile to like follow you, they really won't see it. So you're like blending in your it works stuff. That's what I do. Blend it in. Remember, you blend your makeup, blend it into your Instagram. Blend it works and your life. That is pretty much what I have to say. Captivate, use it, 400 followers every day. It'll gain you about, 50 to 100 per day. And that will really help you grow fast. So yeah, that's all.
Can I jump in and say one thing? So that's a perfect example of how everybody can work the business differently. Like, I think we've all basically said the main things that we consistently do every day, but this is the difference, and this is the thing that like you have to figure out what works for you, but make sure you're doing it consistently. I know Joel Dunn is our Black Diamond. What Black Diamond means is somebody makes 6 months in a row, or 6 months, $100,000 or more, $100,000 in a month for 6 months, and they're Black Diamonds. So Joel Dunn said, and if he says it, I'm going to listen. Figure out what your bare minimum is and do it every single day. If it's messaging 50 people, following 100 people, and posting 4 times, do it every single day. But that's a good example of, Mayra said using presets. I was using presets. I felt like for me personally, it was making more work for myself. If you find it easy and you can quickly do it, I was obsessing over it, I feel like. So I just brighten up my pictures a little bit and post it. So I don't want people to feel like yes, make your Instagram pretty because you want bright, pretty pictures. But you don't have to have presets. You can edit. Pick Tap Go is another app that you guys can use that have like filters, and you can actually save recipes on Pick Tap Go of different filters you like. So I just wanted to add that, like, there's no one way to like do it. Facebook, if you're going to work on Facebook, is more about you can share a lot of stuff, and Facebook people want to like know. I feel like you're a lot more personal. Instagram is a very vain thing where people just want to post pretty pictures and people want compliments. So you could comment on somebody's picture on Instagram and be like, oh my God, girl, you're gorgeous. And you'd be like, oh my God, thank you. If you did that on Facebook, I'd be like, who is this creep following me on Facebook? So it's very different. And I just want you guys to like know your audience and understand that if you're going to work your Instagram, you should have high quality photos. That doesn't mean you need to have a $2,000 camera. You can do it all from your iPhone. But I did just want to add that because I don't want people to feel like they have to use presets, because I started feeling like that. And I was like, oh, it was just like I was overthinking it. So I did just want to add that in too. But presets are amazing if you guys do like them, and it does make everything very seamless and pretty. So that's all I wanted to add.
So yeah, everything we have said in this call, don't take it to heart. Figure out what works for you. Take everything that we have said. You can try it out. If it works for you, cool, stick with it. If it doesn't, drop it. If it does work for you, but you need a little tweaking, that's okay too. Let us know if it worked, because we can tell other people. For my presets, I personally found it easy today because I literally did all of this. These are all pictures I'm going to be posting. That's a lot in my opinion, because I post once a day. But that was really quick for me because, I spend a lot of time like trying to figure out my pictures. So having a preset, I just tap that filter and I'm done. My post is ready to go. But yeah, take everything we've said tonight, just think about it a little and then do it.
Perfect. Thank you again to everyone who took the time to be on here. I just want to point out that basically it was just post, message, follow with a little razzle dazzle thrown in for each person. So, excuse me. That's like really the root, like the base of the ingredient. What else you add in there? Mine might be a pumpkin bread. Yours might be a funfetti cake, but the root ingredients are the same. And they're both delicious. So anyways, thank you for taking this 45 minutes to be with us. We really appreciate it. Those who show up, go up. is a quote that you're going to hear over and over. I'm glad you like that, Caitlin. Okay, everybody, have a really good night. If any of this confused you or you need extra help, just message one of us or message your upline. Bye, guys.